Hello students, welcome to BioWhisper. Today we are going to study about some important facts of non-chordates. So today we will deal with reproduction, sexes, fertilization, development, then circulatory and digestive system. Let's start with reproduction. Porifera to Annelida. In Porifera, Cnidaria and Platyhelminthes, we have asexual or sexual reproduction, but in Ctenophora and Aschelminthes, which are exclusively marine, we have only sexual reproduction. In Annelida, we find asexual or sexual reproduction. From Arthropoda to Hemichordata, it is only sexual reproduction. So Porifera, Cnidaria, Platyhelminthes, asexual or sexual reproduction. Ctenophora, Aschelminthes, these are exclusively marine and they show sexual reproduction, while Annelida shows asexual as well as sexual reproduction. From Arthropoda to Hemichordata, it's only sexual reproduction. Now the second point, sexes, Porifera to Annelida. Porifera is monoecious as well as dioecious, while Cnidaria, Ctenophora, Platyhelminthes, Aschelminthes, these are monoecious. First time dioecious is seen in Annelida. The nearest is dioecious, while Arthropoda, these are monoecious. Arthropoda to Hemichordata, it's only dioecious, the advanced ones here. So Porifera, monoecious and dioecious. Cnidaria, Ctenophora, Platyhelminthes, Aschelminthes, it's only monoecious. Annelida, we have both monoecious and dioecious. Nearest is the advanced one, dioecious. Earthworm leeches, these are monoecious. Arthropoda to Hemichordata, it's dioecious only. Fertilization, Porifera to Annelida. Porifera, we have internal. Again in Cnidaria and Ctenophora, it's external. While in the parasites, we have the internal ones, Platyhelminthes, Aschelminthes. Annelida again has internal as well as external. Fertilization, Arthropoda to Hemichordata, it's only internal. So Porifera to Annelida, Porifera internal. Cnidaria and Ctenophora external. The Platyhelminthes, Aschelminthes, the parasites internal. Then Annelida internal as well external. Arthropoda to Hemichordata, it's only internal. Development, Porifera to Annelida. Porifera, Cnidaria, Ctenophora, Platyhelminthes, it's only indirect. Aschelminthes may be direct or and Aschelminthes, Annelida, Arthropoda. Arthropoda it may be direct or indirect. Mollusca to Hemichordata, it's indirect development. So Porifera to Annelida, Porifera, Cnidaria, Ctenophora, Platyhelminthes. Still Platyhelminthes is indirect. Aschelminthes, Annelida, Arthropoda, it's direct or indirect. Mollusca to Hemichordata, it's indirect development. Circulatory system, Porifera to Annelida. Porifera, Cnidaria, Ctenophora, Platyhelminthes, Aschelminthes. Still Aschelminthes, the circulatory system is absent. From Annelida, the circulatory system is found, it's closed one. And from Arthropoda to Hemichordata, we have Arthropoda, Mollusca, Hemichordata. These have open circulatory system, but Echinodermata, it's reduced or absent. So from Porifera to Annelida, Porifera, Cnidaria, Ctenophora, Platyhelminthes, Aschelminthes. The circulatory system is absent till Aschelminthes. Annelida, it's closed. From Arthropoda to Hemichordata. From Arthropoda to Hemichordata. Arthropoda, Mollusca, Hemichordata. It's open circulatory system. While in Echinodermata, it's reduced or absent. Diapsis system in Cnidaria, Ctenophora, Platyhelminthes, it's incomplete. Aschelminthes onwards, it's complete. Digestive system, Cnidaria, Ctenophora, Platyhelminthes, it's incomplete. While in Aschelminthes onwards, it's complete. Now, organizational level, symmetry, germ layer, coelom segmentation. Organizational level, symmetry, germ layer, coelom segmentation. We have discussed about this earlier also. Level of organization, Porifera, it's a cellular type. Cnidaria, Ctenophora, tissue level. Platyhelminthes follows the organ level, and Aschelminthes onwards we have the organ system level. Porifera, cellular level. Ctenophora, Cnidaria, tissue level. Platyhelminthes, organ level. Aschelminthes onwards, organ system level. Symmetry, Porifera, it's asymmetrical. Cnidaria, Ctenophora. And then Echinodermata, adult, it's shows radial symmetrical. Porifera, asymmetrical. Ctenophora, Cnidaria, Echinodermata, adult, radial symmetrical. Aschelminthes, larva stage, it shows bilateral system symmetrical, and Platyhelminthes onwards also shows bilateral system. Platyhelminthes onwards shows bilateral symmetrical, and Aschelminthes larva shows bilateral symmetrical. Germ layers. endoderm, ectoderm, and mesoderm. So, diploblastic, endoderm, and ectoderm. Porifera, ctenophora, Porifera, ctenophora, nidaria. These are diploblastic from platyhelminthes onward. From platyhelminthes onwards, it's diploblastic. Coelom, let's first start the Aschelminthes. It's pseudocoelomate, is pseudocoelomate. Before that, it's acoelomate, and after that, it's true-coelomate. So, Annelida onwards, we have true-coelomate, Aschelminthes, pseudocoelomate, and platyhelminthes before acoelomate. Segmentation, Annelida shows true segmentation, repetition of at least some parts externally as well as internally. So, this phenomena is known as metamerism. Annelida shows metamerism. Arthropoda shows only external repetition. So, not true representation for segmentation found here. First time appearance, digestive system, DCR, digestive system, Aschelminthes, circulatory system, Annelida, and reproductive system, Arthropoda, DCR, digestive system, Aschelminthes, circulatory system, Annelida, and reproductive system, Arthropoda. Now let us turn our gaze towards the examples. Porifera, we have this icon, which is also known as Skypha, a spongilla, freshwater sponge, Euspongia bath sponge. Cycon, Skypha, a spongilla, freshwater sponge, and Euspongia bath sponge. Nitidia coelenterata. We have the sessile ones, or the polyforms, the asexual reproduction, asexual reproduction, Hydra, Adamsia. Adamsia is also known as sea anemone. So Hydra, Adamsia, the polyform, which shows asexual reproduction, and these are sessile, fixed at one place, and Adamsia is known as sea anemone. Then we have the free swimming ones, the medusa form, the umbrella form, and Adams Aurelia. Example is Aurelia, just see jellyfish. Ovelia shows both polyp and medusa form. After that, it's Gorgonia, that's sea fan, Pentula, that's sea pain, and Mandrina, brain coral. So these are also examples of coelentrates or Cnidaria. So what are the examples of Cnidaria? First, the polyform Hydran Adamsia, which is sessile, shows asexual reproduction. Adamsia is also known as sea anemone. Aurelia, that known as jellyfish, it's free swimming and medusa form. Medusa form. Obelia shows. Then the third one is Obelia, which shows polyp and medusa form. Gorgonia, that is sea fan. Pentula, sea pen. Mandrina, brain coral. Gorgonia, sea fan. Pentula, sea pen, and Mandrina, brain coral. Now let us turn our gaze to phylum Ctenophora. The examples are two of them example Pleurobrachia and Ctenoplana. Phylum Ctenophora, Ctenoplana, and Pleurobrachia. Phylum Platyhelminthes, the flatworms. We have Teniasolium, Planaria, Phascalohepatica, which is also known as liver fluke. The examples of flatworms, Platyhelminthes, Teniasolium, Planaria, and Phascalohepatica, which is known as liver fluke. Aschelminthes, the roundworms. We have three of the examples: Ascaris, roundworm; Eukarya, filarial worm; and Cyclostoma, intestinal hookworm. Intestinal hookworm. Aschelminthes, known as roundworms. We have the Ascaris, which is known as roundworm; Eukarya, which is known as filarial worm; and Cyclostoma, that is known as the intestinal hookworm. After that, it's turned the Annelida, the segmented worms of earthworms. We have Neris, which is dioecious; Herodioneira, blood-sucking leech; and Ferretima. These are monoecious. So examples: Neris, Diacima, dioecious. Then we have the Herodioneira, blood-sucking leech; and Ferretima, that's the earthworm. Herodioneira and Ferretima are monoecious, while Neris is dioecious. Arthropoda, we have many examples here. Many arthropoda related to cockroach and insects, the largest phylum. Locust, that's gregarious pest found in groups, causes harm to fields, crops. Causes harms to crops. Second one is prawn, the crustaceans, butterfly, limulus, which is known as king crab. Then we have the spider. So we have the examples here: gregarious pest, that is insect that is found in groups. So the examples of arthropoda: locust, that the gregarious pest found in groups that causes harm to crops. Then we have the prawn, the crustaceans, butterfly, Then we have limulus, which is known as king crab, limulus, king crab, then spider. And we have a scorpions too. We have scorpions. These are also arthropods. Then we have the mosquitoes related to phylum Arthropoda. Anopheles, which causes malaria. Culex causes elephantiasis. And Aedes that causes chikungunya and dengue. So we have the mosquitoes here related to Arthropoda phylum. Anopheles, which causes malaria. Culex causes elephantiasis. And Aedes just causes chikungunya and dengue. Now let us turn our gaze to mollusca. So we have the snail here. Main snails are related to mollusca. Octopus also. So pila, that is known as apple snail. Octopus, which is a mollusk, is known as devilfish. Pink data, that pearl oyster, that's also mollusk. Sepia, cuttlefish, that's also mollusk. Then we have loligo, unio, dentalium. Dentalium is also known as tusk shell. So molluscans are mainly associated with snails and octopus. So apple snail, pila, devilfish, that's octopus, pincodata, pearl oyster, sepia, cuttlefish, loligo, unio, dentalium, that is known as tusk shell. After that, mollusca is the ton of echinoderms, echinodermata, Asterias, starfish, Ophiura, brittle star, Echinus, sea urchin, Antidon, sea lily, and we have the Cucumberia, sea cucumber. Asterias, starfish, Ophiura, brittle star, Echinus, sea urchin, Antidon, sea lily, Cucumberia, sea cucumber. Echinodermata, starfish. Echinodermata is listed as starfish and brittle star. So we have a starfish, Echinodermata, which is known as Asterias. Starfish, Asterias, brittle star, Ophiura. A star, Echinodermata, Asterias, starfish, Ophiura, brittle star. Then we have the sea urchin, sea lily, and sea cucumber. Sea urchin, Echinus, sea lily, Antidon, sea cucumber, Cucumberia. Echinus, sea urchin, Antidon, sea lily, Cucumberia, sea cucumber. So examples of Echinodermata, Starfish, Asterias, brittle star, Ophiura, sea urchin, Echinus, sea lily, Antidon, and Cucumberia, sea cucumber. Hemichordata. These are worm-like animals. And the examples are Bolanoglossus and Saccoglossus. Bolanoglossus and Saccoglossus. Today we have completed the non-chordate segments. We will now complete with the chordate ones in the next lecture. So do like my videos and subscribe my channel. Thank you.